Hey friends, I'm Lisa with Made to Create with Lisa, and today we are going to be making another pumpkin shelf sitter. It's a little bit different than the one we made last time. The one we made last time was like a small framed piece. This one is going to be done on a board. For me, I still sit those on shelves, but you could totally add a like one of those alligator hangers or whatever on the back, and you could hang it if you wanted. But I use them to kind of sit around on a shelf or on a cabinet or things like that. So that's what we're going to make today. We are going to use one of these. Did you guys see these? I don't know if they still have them at the Dollar Tree or not, but they were, I don't know, it's like a hanger, okay? And we're gonna use it and redo it and cover up the glitter and all of that. So notice that this has 3 pumpkins that you can get for decorating, and the whole thing was just $1, okay? So let's get to work, and I am going to bring you over and point you down. And hopefully you're straight. Okay, so let me show you this a little bit more close up. So this is what we're going to be using. It's this long hanging thing from the Dollar Tree. Can you see how it has some glitter on it? Because we do need to deal with that. And so I wanted to show you. I know that some of their signs nowadays are starting to not have the glitter on them, which is very helpful because when we cover them, the glitter is in the way. But what we're going to be using today is this awesome pack of Designer Series paper. It is called Pattern Party. And it has, it has a ton of different designs in it. And it's a ginormous pack of paper. And the only way that you can get it is through Hostess benefits. But one side is all really bright colors. I really like this one. And then the other side is all different blacks and whites. Tons and tons of different designs. And I think that the pack has, it has 48 sheets in it. And so it is a very, very huge pack of paper. I've done a lot of different things with it, but I thought that today we would do pumpkins that are black and white designs. So these are the 3 different prints that I picked for us to use today. This leaf one, obviously, because it's fall. And then the small polka dots, and then of course the ever popular buffalo check. All right. So what I did first is see how these are just stapled on the back. So the first thing I did is just tore off my items from the staples. Okay, and if when you pull the ribbon off, if a staple stays in there, they pop out super easily, and you can just take your scissors or whatever and just get it in there and pick it off. Okay, and so I already did that. And see, this is what it leaves you with. Okay, and so I just picked all of them off, and I have my 3 pumpkins. Okay, this particular one I wanted to cover on the front because I wanted to cover some on the front and some on the back so that the stems would be going different directions. And so this one I wanted to do on the front. So can you see how messy that looks? What I did is I just used a sanding block. You know, you can use anything like a little sander like this or the sanding blocks from the Dollar Tree. And I just sanded it. And I did that before I came on because it gets kind of messy. It's not hard. You just have to push, and it just removes most of the layer of glitter and makes it a little bit more smooth surface to work on with our paper. Okay, and then the next thing we do is you just, see, this is the buffalo check paper. You just turn it over and put your item onto the paper, and then just trace around it with your pencil, okay? And then you just cut it out. So I did that in advance, and now I have this. So see, very easy, and look how cute that is going to look. Okay, so we are going to get this all applied on there. So of course I'm pulling out my trusty Mod Podge, and we are going to use just a foam brush and get this stuck onto our pumpkin. Have a little bit too much there. Okay, so just like always, you want a nice healthy amount so that it sticks, but you don't want too much so that it is too gooey. So I'm just going to, this surface is really slick, and so the Mod Podge just sits right on top of it. Okay, that's all I need. So I'm going, oh, whoops, I missed a section right here in the middle. I think I got it all. Well, no. It's so shiny, I can't see where I've missed. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to put my my paintbrush away into my Ziploc bag like I always do, and then we will put our lid on our Mod Podge and set that aside. Okay, now what we're going to do is just lay our designer series paper onto the pumpkin, and I like to turn it over and look at it, make sure all that the edges are covered, and I think I've got it. Okay, so I'm just going to really firmly press this on. Make sure it's all stuck. Hey Sandy, how are you today? Okay. And now it's on. Let's just give it a nice press from the back too, just to make sure it's on there. Okay. So now it's stuck. So now what we're going to do is grab my little sanding block here, and we are going to go around the edges and just sand off any of the excess, okay? Now when you do this, it just makes it look more like a finished piece, because it looks like it really was, like it came like that, you know, like it came with this pattern printed on it. So you just go all the way around the edges, and then of course you have to look at it, make sure that you're getting it all off. And it doesn't take long. So today, I just looked at the weather before I came on here, and it's only 48 right now outside. And man, it is one of those fall days that I am feeling it. I have been freezing all morning. So I have a question for you. It's a very serious question. First of all, what do you like to drink when it is cold? You see, I do not like coffee. I am a tea drinker. And I'm in good company because my parents are big tea drinkers. And I would even venture to say tea snobs. They like high quality tea. And of course, they've suckered me right into it too. So I have my cup of tea in the morning for sure. It gives me the caffeine I need. Hey, Chris. It gives me the caffeine I need when I have my nice cup of black tea. However, the rest of the day in the winter, I freeze. So what to do? What do you do? What do you drink when it's freezing outside? So that is my serious question for you, is what do you drink? Okay, this is done. So I have gotten this all sanded off. Okay, now I have my mess here, so hold on, let me blow this off. This is why I always have to vacuum in here. Oh, can you see the glitter that's on here still? Okay. Okay, so I just have to finish asking about the hot drink. I drink hot water. And I know a lot of people think that's super weird, and I drink it like by the gallon in the winter. So I'm just wondering if you think I'm weird, or do you ever drink hot water? Okay, so I have my twine from the Dollar Tree. The reason I'm choosing this one instead of this one is because look how fat this one is compared. And I just felt like these pumpkins weren't very big, so I felt like I needed smaller twine. Whoops. I just need to hold an edge while we wrap that around. So anyway, I just literally, before I came on here, I got my, my thermal thing that I keep my hot drinks in, and I filled it with my hot water. And I know exactly how much hot water I need, and then I can top it with some cold water so that it's instantly drinkable. And I know some people put lemon in it, but I don't even do that. I just drink hot water. Okay, so I tied that around the back, and we'll trim off our ends. And now it's coming alive. Isn't that cute? I really, really like it with this black and white print. Okay, so in advance, I also did these ones. Okay. And so I do need to put the jute on those before we can move on with the project. So I will do that real quick. Whoops. Sliding off the top. Okay, this one wants to keep sliding. Let's just let it slide and keep wrapping. So that is my big confession, is my drinking hot water, and my kids think I'm weird. But I don't care. I drink it anyway. So I know that the cold weather has hit once the hot water starts. Then I know that winter is truly just about here. All right. I've got that. Now see, this one I did on the back side. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So this one I did on the front. And then these ones I covered on the back because I wanted the stems kind of going different directions, because they do slightly tilt to one side or the other. See how that is? All right, and then we will cover this one. Hey, Karen. All right, we'll get this wound on here. I'm trying not to go too high to the top because I'm afraid it's going to slip right off the top. All right, I think that's good. So let's tie this in a knot, and then we will have our stems finished. Whoops. Okay, tie it tight, cut your ends off, and then we have our pumpkins all covered. Whoops, aren't those cute? Don't those look good together? So do you guys decorate much with buffalo check or with the black and white theme at all? Oh, hey, Marty. You nearly missed me. No, we're still only like halfway through. Okay, so let me show you what we are going to put these on. I have a piece of wood, and this was the fence boards from my husband's grandmother's house. And so when they replaced the fence a couple years ago, I took one panel and had my husband cut it into some pieces for me so that I could craft with it. So it's kind of, I mean, it's very old. It's probably like 40 years old or something. So that's what we're going to use. And so I am going to, let's see, I want to figure out how I want to arrange these. This is black on black, so I think I'm going to maybe do it like that. Okay, I think this is gonna look super cute. I don't want them completely in a line. Maybe put this one up a little bit higher. I think that's gonna work. Okay, actually, let me put this on this side. Do you guys like it? Okay, so I think I'm trying to push on here and see if it's gonna make enough contact with the board, because since I have this big thing of twine at the top, it kind of makes it, you know, bulky at the top. And so I'm trying to make sure that it's gonna connect. So one trick that you can do is there are these, they're like Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree, and they're like miniature. Okay, so let me get one of these out and I'll show you what it looks like. See how tiny it is? It's just tiny. And what you can do is you can glue these on the back of things and just give it that height that you need. And I'm trying to decide if I need one. That makes it so high off of the board. I just don't think that I'm going to use it. I think that I'm going to try to get it to connect enough. Let's see if we can make it work. All right. I have my hot glue gun burning up over here. Sorry, I have to look at this again. Okay, I'm going to put these ones down low. So I think what I have to do is just do, I need another glue stick. All right, I'm going to put glue all over here and hope that that's enough, and hope that it'll stick. Okay, I'm gonna push this for a minute. Ooh, yes, popsicle sticks would work. You're right. Like if I layered up some of them, you're right. I didn't think of that. I just thought of the Jenga blocks, and then I was like, well, I think that's too thick, but yeah. I can feel the heat of the glue through the pumpkin. Okay, I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna stick. So let's put lots of glue on the back of this one. Okay. I'm gonna put it about the same amount from the edge. And then I'm gonna push this one down and get that one to stick. So it is, what is it today? October, I don't even know. October 7th. My daughter's birthday is next weekend. And so we are getting into fall birthday mode here in our household. Okay, I think that that's stuck. Yeah, feels good. Okay. And then this one I can layer on top, and I'm just going to be able to put glue on the two sides of that. And then that will stick really easily to the other pumpkins. I think that these basically ended up being all in a line, even though even though I said that I didn't want it in a line. Oh well, we'll be in a line today. Okay, so cute. Yes, I do love my hot glue. What can I say? It works great for home decor stuff. Okay, all right, the next thing we're going to do is dress the pumpkins up a little bit. So just like we've been using, once again, pulled in my leaf dies, okay? These are the leaf dies that we currently have. And so I've used some of these bigger outline ones as well as these outline ones with burlap. Okay, so look how awesome this looks cutting out of burlap. Now what I've discovered is you really need a tight weave burlap because if it's too holey, it just, what's the word? Unravels. It just unravels really, really easily. Okay. And then these stitched leaf dies are so cool because see how this is the outline? And then if you put this one in the middle of it, it makes veins. And so this is what it looks like when it cuts out. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So I did a couple of those. And so we're going to just, you know, build those up there like that. This is the Evergreen Elegance. Is that what it's called? Evergreen. Evergreen something, I'm blanking. Soft succulent and then some burlap. Okay, so we are going to glue those on. So I am going to put a little dot of hot glue. Put that one on there first. And I'm just going to pull in my regular Tombow liquid glue for the paper. I don't need hot glue. I'm just afraid that it would be too big of a blob. Okay, so those now are stuck together. And then actually I will put a little bit of hot glue on top of the burlap. And that's how we'll get those to stick on there. Get my hot glue hairs out of the way. So that is that. And so I did a couple more sets so that each one, this one is one of the smaller leaves with the burlap. So each one looks a little bit different. Different but similar. So they go together. Yep. This is going to be cute. So if you do decorate with the black and white, what kind of accent colors do you use with it? Do you use, I just felt like this green, these greens looked really nice with it, but I mean, I guess you could use anything. I just didn't know if anyone kind of is a black and white regular and you have something you stick with. Okay, and then my last one here. We'll go over here. I'm starting to get glue all over my fingers. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I guess I can glue this one on next. Put this over there. And then my last little leaf here. I can layer on there. There, isn't that cute? Okay, between the glue hairs and the burlap, I'm making quite a mess. All right, so now we have those decorated a little bit. And then I just thought that we would top them off with bows. So I brought a couple options over here and I thought that we would check them out and see what we liked. So, oh, here we go. This is called Evening Evergreen. Oh my goodness. That's why I couldn't think of the name. The color is Evening Evergreen, and I thought that this would look really pretty as a bow. Then I brought over our white glitter ribbon. I thought this might be a little too glitzy, but I just brought it so we could check. Then I have the black glittered ribbon. And then I have the white crinkle ribbon. And this one's really thin. And so I'm thinking that this probably won't work, but let's see what we like. Now I know that there's a delay on Facebook, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to see your responses, but you have to tell me what you like. Oh, you think the black, huh? All right, I'm going to make this a little smaller. Okay, so that is what that one would look like. Now see, I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so now let's try out, you know what, this one is so skinny. I'm going to try it as a double bow. And let's see if we like this one. I don't ever do this ribbon with a double bow. I don't know if I can do this very well. It's making a mess. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again. Otherwise, we might not do that. Oh, yay, it worked. Okay. Let's see what we think of just a plain white ribbon. Oh, I don't like that at all. I think that's way too stark. Okay. Hopefully you're agreeing with me. All right, here's the black glitter. I was kind of thinking that the glitz might be a little much, but let's just check it out. Can't seem to make that smaller. Come on. There we go. What do you think? Do you think that the glitz is too much? What would happen if we did a layer of the white with the glitz on top? Oh, what do you think of that? That's definitely the black and white look compared to more of a kind of, I think that the evergreen looks a little bit more elegant. You don't think that the glitz is too much? Okay, well, you guys are voting for the glitz, so let's go for it. Okay, I really like the way that this double bow worked out, by the way. I've never, ever, I don't think, done this white with a double bow. Now I have to see if I can do that 2 more times. Okay, so let's cut this one off. I'm surprised that you're voting for the glitz, Chris. I know you like your Wink of Stella, but I wouldn't have pegged you as voting for the glitzy bow. All right. Trying to get my tail long enough here. Let's see if I can do this again. Oh, see, I think this is going to be too hard. Too hard to tie under pressure. Oh my goodness, yes. I don't know if I can do this on camera. Let's see. Oh, I might have gotten it. Okay. Now these tails aren't quite as long as the other one, but that's okay. All right. I think that's going to work. We're in luck. Okay, one more time. Let's see if we can do it. All right. This is a lot of pressure. It's hard to get it through the hole when it's two layers and this ribbon is super slippery. Okay, not bad. Yay. All right. We will clip this off. Phew, that was a lot. Feeling all this pressure. And there's glitter everywhere. Oh, I forgot about making my black bows. Okay, hold on. Gotta make 2 more of those. This year we don't have a lot of black ribbon in our catalog. This is pretty much it. So if you don't like the glitz, then oh, those are a little long. Okay, there's another one. I might trim those down a little bit more. We'll see. Hey, Joy, thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right, get those babies tied. Pull it through a little bit more. All right. Let's clip that off. All right. Now we're done with the bow tying. Whoops, that whipped that right away. Okay, now we can glue these on. Okay, hold on. I have to pick this up and blow off the glitter again. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'll just go for it and put my blob right on there. This ribbon is so thin that it's going to attach super easily. And then we will just adhere this right on top. And this one, of course, we have to push a little bit on there so it adheres to the other ribbon. All right. So now that we're getting deeper into October, I know there are some people that are starting to do their Christmas crafts already. What do you think of that? Is that frightening to you? Or do you think that you're ready? Who knows? Maybe you've even started some Christmas crafting. You have to tell me in the comments. All right, let's hold that on. It's not sticking very well. It's resisting. And then my other bow fell on the floor here. All right. And then here's our last one. We will get this one on. Oh yes, that Christmas house, Marty, was so cute. So cute. Did someone just give me an angry face? I'm hoping that that was a mistake. All right. All right, look at that. We succeeded. Okay, I gotta hold this one on. It's not staying very well. So we will get that to stick. And then there it is. So what do you think? I kind of like those being long. I don't know if I want them that long. I have to sit it up so that I can see it. Oh, it's kind of nice being long. Okay, so the last thing that I had toyed around with was whether or not to put some Spanish moss down here to make it like, you know, three-dimensional. Oh, but you know what? I just remembered the other thing I was going to do was put some words down here. I completely forgot. So let me see what we've got. I'm turning around here and looking in my drawer. Do you remember that we have these words from Hobby Lobby? Karen, no, you're not allowed to give me a mad face. Okay, yes, I think we totally have to add a word on here, but I forgot, and so I didn't prepare it. So we need to paint it. What do you think? Should I paint it white before I put it on here? I'm thinking white is probably what we should do. So there's blessed. Okay, grateful won't work because of this big long thing winging out. We could do thankful. See, I can't do it on here because then it doesn't attach to that one. And it just pretty much goes all the way to the end of the board. I'm feeling like I have to do blessed because it fits the best. So I'm thinking I should paint it white and glue it on here. And I feel like that really makes the whole thing better. So I'll pull you up so that you can see, because it's kind of hard. It doesn't fit all the way in the camera. Ooh, if we colored it in the light green, that might work. Maybe I'll try that on the back side so it doesn't ruin it if it looks bad. And then if it looks good, yeah, that actually might be a really good idea. Thanks, Karen. Okay. So let me take my camera here and turn you around. And let me hold this up so you can see it a little bit better. Isn't that cute? So like I said, this is the fence board that my husband cut up for me. And I think that putting the word on it is way better than leaving it plain. Don't you think? Thanks for the hearts. I'm so glad you like it. And look at how easy and cheap this was to just make up and make super cute. So I will go ahead and try those paint colors and see what we can come up with. And I will put it on there, and then after it's done, I will take a picture. Okay, my only other thought, this is my only other thought, was, you know, I've showed you like these wooden leaves and stuff from Hobby Lobby. I had thought about putting some of those on the bottom, but yeah, I'm not sure. So I'll play with that, and then I'll post a picture, okay? So that's what I've got for you today. I wanted to say thank you so much for those of you who have spread the love of the video with others. If you know of friends who like crafts like this, just keep spreading the love. And I wanted to thank Wanda C for doing that, I don't know, a week or so ago. And so Wanda, if you're on here, if you would PM me with your address, I would like to send you a little stack of cards. So I will reach out to you too and see if I can get that to you. Okay, so that is what I have. The other thing I wanted to mention is I do have my calendar class starting to register. I am printing only 100 calendars this year, and it's just going to be first come, first serve. So I need to make an event for it. I haven't even actually made an event. They're to-go kits, so you will just buy them and make them at your house. Because of COVID, I'm not doing the calendar class in person again this year. So it'll be to-go kits, and there will be, you know, the full color pictures, and you'll know exactly how to put them together. But that's one of my most popular classes that I do every year. So still working on the last designing of it, but I've also already started cutting, and it's going to be cute as always. So thanks again for joining. Thanks for crafting with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget that you were made to create. Thanks. Bye.